How y'all doing today? My name is Chris Hicks. I was born and raised in Midland, Texas. I graduated from Midland High School in the year 2000. Graduated Texas Tech University in 2006. And yes, for all you math wizards out there, that was 6 years to graduate college. Normally takes 4. My robe that I graduated in did not look like a Christmas tree, and I don't even think I got any ropes. I've lived here in Mason, Texas for around 7 years. I'm a partner in Erna Fraxand and an owner of Keynote Energy. I guess probably right now you're wondering why I'm speaking, and to be quite honest with you, I am too. If you were to tell me 12, 13 years ago that I'd be speaking on the benefits of college, besides the obvious reasons of going to college, I would have laughed at you. So when Ms. Canfield asked me to speak, she said it was for college week. So I assumed she was looking for my wife, Emily Hicks, aka Miss Tot for some of you younger kids. She graduated in 4 years, then got her master's, and was working on her doctorate until I moved her to Mason, Texas. Me, on the other hand, I failed out at Texas Tech after my freshman year, which led me not to be able to come back and play football anymore. So I got shipped to a junior college in California to play football, to where I was supposed to go get my grades up. So naturally, when I told my wife I was speaking on college and education, she looked at me with a blank stare and said, "So I guess I gotta write your speech?" Well, I did it. I ended up getting my grades up and transferring back to Texas Tech and focused on getting a degree. I dropped football, which was probably one of the hardest things that I had to do at this point in my life, because that's all I'd known my whole life. It was a baby. That was my comfort zone. So when I dropped football, just to focus on getting a degree, all those perks of being a collegiate athlete dropped as well. So I was just a regular student trying to figure this whole process out. To which I did. I somehow managed to figure it all out, and I'm proud to say that I was the first person out of my family to ever get a college degree. That actually sounds pretty good out loud. Let me say that again. I was actually the very first person out of my family to get a college degree. So I figured if I was going to speak, I was going to go ahead and give you all some advice or some words of wisdom that I had learned, which when I was y'all's age, I wish I would have had someone up here to tell me some of this to where I didn't have to learn it the hard way, because there was actually an easier way to do this. And when you do something so wrong, it's fairly easy to tell you what was the right way. So I'm going to try to see if I can help everyone out in this room, including elementary kids. Elementary kids, where you at? Let me see your hands. There you are. All right, well, let me tell you something. Here's your job all through elementary. Listen to your teachers and do as they say, and most of all, be kind to others, as this rule will apply in college as well. What about pre-K? You have pre-K kids? Oh, yeah, we have one right there. What's your name?
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia Hicks. My daughter. This rule applies to you as well. Message to my junior high kids. Your journey for continued education starts right now. Make it a point to ask your counselor what the requirements to get into college are, what scholarships are available, and how you get ahead of the game for these scholarships. Most of all, make sure you're asking questions to your teachers, counselors, anyone that you know that has been in college or is currently in college. There's not a dumb question when it comes to exploring your future, as you're not supposed to have all the answers. That's what your counselors and teachers are here for. They're here to guide you in the right direction. Message to the high school kids. At this stage, there's kind of different slices of the pie, being your freshman, sophomore, junior, and seniors. You kind of have the group that you already know you're going to college, the groups that's not sure if they want to go to college, the group that's kind of, where do I want to go to college? And then there's the group that just says, I'm not interested in going to college, I don't want to go. In which I highly suggest you exercise every option necessary to receive some sorts of continued education. For freshmen and sophomores, I know the new world of high school is so much fun and you think it's never going to end, but it does. And it gets here a lot faster than you think. And this is the time that you really need to explore your options for continued education. Start with what you want to do, where you want to go, and then go sit down with your counselor and see what is the best way to achieve it. If you already know you're going to go to college, get with your counselor and see what kind of classes are offered at the high school for you to start getting college credit. The worst thing you can do is wait till your senior year and decide that you want to go to college and have to rush around trying to figure out where you're going to go, how to get the money to go, where you want to go, what test do I need to take, what kind of grades do I need to have, and those sort of things. For the juniors out there, by the end of your junior year, you really need to know or have it narrowed down on where you want to attend college or some sort of continued education classes. This will allow you to go into your senior year with a plan on what you need to be doing to achieve the next level of continued education. For all the seniors out there, at this point in your high school career, all the hard work should be taken care of. You need to enjoy your last year of school as a Mason puncher and just make sure you keep the straight path you created for yourself for the future. I would also try to get as much knowledge as I could about where it is you'll be attending school after Mason, which it seems like you're doing a great job with the presentations. I saw an excellent job by everyone that just put on a presentation, especially my red graders. If you're a senior and have not created a path for your future, I suggest you talk to your favorite teacher or counselor and try to get a plan together, as it's never too late. On kind of everybody from, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, everybody kind of needs a little bit of listening about going to college. Some of the things that I wish I kind of would have done and heard and whatnot. Whenever you leave here, you need to establish a foundation when you leave Mason. Wherever you go, you need to find a church that fits your belief, and try to find that church family that you can rely on to be there for you whenever you need to get away from the stresses that college brings. You need to establish a relationship with your academic advisor. Do not be afraid to stop by and say hi to them once a week. These guys are your best friend. Trust me, you want to make sure you're on that guy or girl's good side at all times. He can help you out more than anybody in that whole college campus. You need to make a point to introduce yourself to all of your teachers. Every teacher will have some sort of conference period that you need to go by and say hi, make sure that he knows your face, make sure that you know him, get some sort of relationship going with him, because he can help you out as well whenever there's emergencies that might happen in your life, or you might be able to make class or whatnot. You get to know your teachers, as they're there to help you. Most of all, you need it. It's just like life. College is all about relationships. This will be very huge for the rest of your life. Relationships and meeting new people is one of the best things about college. I would also suggest that you get involved in every organization that school offers that you're attending. For some of you that aren't sure about college and don't want to go to college, I understand there's probably many of reasons. I understand money is probably an issue when going away to school. So if you're not wanting to continue your education because of money, then go sit down with your counselors and see what programs are out there for you that fit your budget. I'd also like to say that it's very easy to get caught up in the big school names like Texas Tech University, located in Lubbock, Texas, and some of the other schools like Texas University, A&M, TCU, etc. But let me tell you something, there's nothing wrong with going to a Division II school, a Division III school, or a junior college, as they provide the exact same textbooks and the exact same education as all these other colleges do. So just because you can't get into a big school for what reason you may have, do not get discouraged. Don't walk away from continuing your education after high school. Go talk to your counselors about a Division II or Division III or a junior college. I know some of you may have to stay at home and work for the family business, or have exercised every means necessary and just cannot make college work, and you have to stay home and work. I still highly suggest you talk with your counselor and see what kind of online classes there are for you to take in the field you will be working in, as all the continued education is better than none. Most of all, guys, don't be scared to be yourself. Be brave and find that true you, as in that is what college and life is all about. It isn't about just a degree sometimes, although that is the reward that lets you know that you have accomplished something that many people do not. You will fail many times while off to college, or even pursuing your venture and continuing your education past high school. But picking yourself up and facing that failure in the face and knowing you are strong enough to move on and try again is all a part of that college experience. This is where character is made. I still to this day fail and fall on my face. I still to this day fail and fall on my face all the time. And I can't stress that enough, all the time. But I shake it off and I move on as I know I have the strength and the faith to overcome it. And the college experience is a huge part of that. Very, very huge part of that. The reality is that some of you will not go to college, and some of you will go to college and will not graduate. Those are just the hardcore facts of life, guys. And that's one day you'll get to see that. Those are just the facts. But that does not mean that you get thrown in the life is over pile. The world is ending. Although your route in the workforce or getting a high-paid job may be a little harder than someone with a college degree, that doesn't mean you can't achieve the same things. You can do anything you put your mind to. I know through your eyes at this stage in your life, you think success is how much money you can make. Although it is the scorekeeper in many eyes, it's not the final score. The final score of success is what kind of character you have and how hard you work at constantly improving your character, as it will always need improving. Character is the driver of just about everything you will do in life. From being a husband, wife, dad, mom, friend, brother, sister, boss, employee. And once again, I have the college experience to thank for helping me grow my character. I keep 4 things pinned up on my wall at the office, and I try to read them all the time. And I'd like to share 2 of them with you, as I think they really fall into suit with the college experience. This one is a quote that I found, I don't know, 6 months ago maybe. I forgot who wrote it. I think it was some like famous playwright or something like that. I just liked what it said. She said, "The strength I gained when I stopped trying to be who I ideally thought I should be was immense. I'd spent so many years trying to find a place where I belonged, trying to be the type of person who I'd put on a pedestal. But what for? I was who I was, and I didn't need to change that for anybody but myself. After I graduated from high school, I made it my mission to just be myself in college. I wanted to learn from all the people who would walk into my life, and I wanted to take something positive away from every experience and contribute it to being my best self. So far, I think I'm doing a pretty good job of that, and I'm so thankful I choose to find the right path within myself instead of living for everyone else. At the end of the day, listen to your intuition and follow your heart. That's all that matters. That way, you'll always stay on course." The other one that I like to read is James 1:2-4. It's, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, but perseverance finishes its work, so that you may be mature and complete, and not lacking anything." I just wish all of y'all so much success, and the community is so unbelievable here for the past 7 years of what I've seen, and I think they're a huge part of it too. So y'all got a huge, warm family out there to help y'all out on all y'all's journeys whenever y'all do leave here. So thank y'all so much for letting me speak to y'all.